Hello, my name is Annika Lindqvist, and I'm the founder of Pedestrian Space, and I'm also the network facilitator for the Global Walkability Correspondents Network. It's a network of individuals all around the world who are participating across borders and cultures and time zones to discuss many of the dimensions related to walkability, urbanism, and the many related themes that come under that. Today, we've been in session for a public transit roundtable with the title Getting to Know Systems in Your Region. And Devantha, who is based in Sri Lanka, based in Kandy and Colombo, has been leading this talk. It's been unrecorded. And we're just doing this brief recorded segment now because I'm curious, as network facilitator, what brought you to this meeting? What is the value for you in sharing about your public transit systems? What is the value for you in sharing about your commute? Also, what is the value in hearing about other people's commute? I've been sitting here mostly eating my breakfast and listening to you guys, and it's really interesting to hear the questions you're asking each other. And I've been asking for pictures too from everyone so I can get visuals of what your public transit systems look like. So basically, I'm looking to hear, how you enjoy this process of sharing about your public transit systems. So we've got here Devantha, Alan, and Fabiola. I'll let everybody just present themselves and share about that. Devantha,
like Anika mentioned, I based in Sri Lanka. I live in Kandy and Colombo in these two cities, back and forth. The reason I have always interested in public transportation, but my living experience in these two cities, but also in some other areas, have made me realize like the importance of good public transportation. Because in pretty much in all the areas I have lived in my life, have not really good public transportation, and the public transportation is not just a way to going A to B. The public transportation, because public transportation also shape the entire the structure, the entire form of the city. So if you live in a city with poor public transportation, eventually it becomes a sprawling city, and you have like wide roads and the spread out low density built environment, poor sidewalks and everything. So, but if you improve the public transportation system, eventually, I mean, there's a lot of evidence to show that eventually the cities become more denser and more walkable and more livable in general. So personally, I think public transportation is like the silver bullet of urban planning. So if you fix this one thing, I mean, of course you have to focus on other areas as well, but if you had to choose one thing, I would choose public transportation, because that's like the backbone of the city. So, yeah, so that's the reason I wanted to have this roundtable as well with Anika. And so far, I mean, we have discussing very interesting topics from Alan and Fabiola from London and Milan, and also in Spain. So yeah, do you want to go ahead, Alan?
Yeah, so I came today because I think public transport, we've been trying to get this right since the 19th century and we're still a disaster at it. So we need to create more efficient systems, and it's very tied and linked to car dependency, and the more car dependent we are, the worse our public transit systems are, and the worse our public transit system, the more car dependent we are. So it's that circular effect that it has on how we expand our cities. And since we're going to live more and more in cities, the better public transport systems we create will help our cities be more livable. They'll allow our lives to be easier and obviously less polluted cities as well. And that all ties back to to how we come up with those different ideas, and we see how in different regions in the world we're trying to tackle those problems and those issues. So that's why it's so interesting for us to be able to speak about how the situations are in different cities that we've seen and experienced and lived.
Great. Fabiola, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Well, as mentioned, I'm Fabiola. I'm an architect and urban planner. And I think the main reason why I am here is because it's very motivating to understand the perspectives of other people using the systems, because since I am now working in this area of mobility in cities, how to make efficient systems, how to make more sustainable cities regarding the transportation. I think the main important thing is to understand the experience of the user, understand how it is in different cities is also very enriching for me. To be able to understand and give a service as a proper design, proper strategies, proper job, I will say, in this area of mobility and urban planning. So this is the main reason, and I've been enjoying it a lot.
Great, thank you.
Thanks.
Anika?